Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by title below, yes, this is on episode 3 of Eromanga-Sensei, and yes, I know this is a day late. I am sorry about that. I'll explain it right now. That pretty much it was, well, I started off the day great, ended up making my some of the videos, then ended up remembering I had a whole bunch of other things I had to do. Ended up taking most of the day. I was able to get the Recreators review out, and right when I was going to get the review for this out, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best excuse, but I was super tired and I ended up falling asleep. So sorry about that. I just wanted to give you guys an explanation on why this is a day late at least. But yeah, let's start talking about how I felt about this episode, because honestly, it was surprising for me. I was surprised that I actually really did enjoy this episode. Why was it surprising? Well, that's because, my first impressions on Elf was not great. I actually did like her character when we saw her in the last one, and she took like a portion of that episode as well, and I was like, man, I don't know about this. Maybe she'll get better. And guess what, she actually did, considering this was an episode pretty much solely focused on her. We got a little bit of Megumi in here, and of course Sagiri as well, but it was pretty much all about Elf in this one, which, like, if it was, if she ended up just being the same way she was in the last episode, I probably would not have liked this episode. But I actually ended up liking it. I really actually do like the dynamic between both, Masamune and her. It's pretty funny, honestly, a lot of the interactions that they have, especially about their novels and everything. And yeah, it looks like she probably does have some feelings for him as well. So yeah, the harem is starting up. I mean, I'm not too sure on Megumi if she's really in it. She's just kind of the girl that always teases him, and you don't really know for sure if she does have feelings yet, at least. But we already know that Sagiri does. And I mean, it even shows more when she gets jealous on the fact that, he is hanging out with Elf. And saw her naked as well. That was interesting that she likes to, just play buck ass naked, on the piano. And after that, she was like, yeah, that's a hobby of mine. I'm like, oh, I mean, okay, if that's your hobby, sure, I guess. I mean, Masamune, if you ever want to, have a little peek, she's always going to be there once you hear the piano, But, yeah, it was also pretty funny when they were talking about the books and everything, and you pretty much hear that Elves, like, hers just have like a shitload of fan service. It's like about nudity. She loves that in her books, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably why she has a lot of sales, honestly. That's pretty much probably one of the big reasons. Now, I mean, fan service doesn't make a story, but it definitely does help, boost some sales when people like to see that kind of stuff. Because, come on, who doesn't love fan service? There's times when there's not a good time for fan service, but there's barely any of those times. Let's just admit that, honestly. But, yeah, it was just pretty funny to see the interactions of them arguing with each other, and then next moment they challenge each other to see who, Eromanga-Sensei will go and with them, she will, okay, they don't know it's a she. She actually doesn't even know that it's a sister, to which she sees her numerous times, including when she's streaming, just like all having fun and everything. So, yeah, you got it pretty damn close. Like, she was hitting it spot on her searches when she was searching for her. And I was like, holy shit, she's gonna find out? But of course, she somehow doesn't find out. But yeah, it was actually just a really enjoyable episode. We got some of Megumi in the beginning with her crazy antics, bringing the freaking whole class over there to get, Sagiri to get out. We had a bunch of cute moments with Sagiri as well. She's still my favorite girl, even though Elf did take a lot of this episode, and she did actually bring me a little bit to her side. But Sagiri, for sure, the moments that we had with her getting scared about the piano, like, there's a ghost holding him, and then he's like, oh, did you get a crush on your big brother? I cracked up at that part. She just slaps him, and then the part where, for some reason, since he saw her he saw her naked, Elf naked, he decides, okay, well, here, I'll do it too, and pulls down his pants. Of course, she shoots a damn, like, rubber arrow at his ass. So, okay, interesting exchange there. But of course, Sagiri's face, dude, when she kicked him out and she was like, hentai, boom, it just closes the door. I was like, oh my gosh, Masamune, you just fucked up. And I was really cracking up. Like, just the whole interaction between Sagiri and him will always be pretty damn funny. But yeah, after that, like I said, there was the whole kind of heated argument, not after that, before that, or was it after? Yeah, it was before that, the argument between their different stories, the whole challenge going out as well, and then of course, yeah, I gotta admit, like, Masamune, yes, you gotta be writing a lot as well, but you don't write when you're not motivated. I completely agree with Elf, and that's why a lot of his works probably are bad. To which, my favorite part of this episode actually was the part where he talked about his, how her stories actually changed his life for the better when he was, pretty much in a depressing spot because he lost his parents and everything. I actually really enjoyed that part because that's a big thing for a lot of people. Books or any stories, any form of entertainment kind of things, books, games, movies, TV shows, it could really change someone and help them in really hard times. And I actually found that pretty interesting that her story helped him. And, you obviously see, like I said, the blushing kind of things going on with her. And honestly, I really do like the interactions between them. I like the dynamic between him and, Elf in this episode. And I guess I'd be okay with if he does end up with her, but I mean, I like Sagiri a lot still yet at the moment. She's just so adorable, and honestly, just the best girl in my opinion at the moment, at least. It's kind of hard because I really do like Megumi as well, but I do like Elf a lot after this episode, dude. It's so hard, but it's only been 3 episodes, so each of the girls kind of had their own time, so I think the next one will be focused on Sagiri, so I'm definitely excited to see how that will be. But yeah, overall, pretty good episode. Little bit of craziness, from Megumi. Some adorable moments and funny moments from Sagiri. And surprisingly, a lot of moments from Elf that I actually really did enjoy. A lot of good dynamic between both of them. And yeah, I can't wait to see more of this season. So far, it's been pretty good. All 3 girls I actually do like, and I can't wait to see if any more girls end up joining or just any more crazy antics between all of them end up happening. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And until next time, guys, see ya.